Like and subscribe. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and draw for turn. I'm going to play a swamp. I'm gonna tap 1, and I'm gonna play a Wayfarer's Bauble. So I can pay 2 and sacrifice it and search for a basic land and put it onto the battlefield tapped. And I will pass the turn.
So I'll place a plains. Tap the plains for Soul Ring. And then I will pass.
Draw, return. Play a Sundown Pass that enters tapped. And I'll pass turn.
I will draw for turn. I will play a plains. I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to sacrifice my Wayfarer's Bauble and go search. I will grab a plains. So that'll hit the battlefield tapped. And then I will shuffle my deck and pass the turn.
Sick. Alright. Draw, place an island. I will tap the Soul Ring and my plains to play Union of the Third Path. This allows me to draw a card, then you gain life equal to the number of cards in your hand. So that will be 6. Let me add. It might help if I click the right person and not click on Michael's life total.
Probably.
And then I'll pass.
Play Forest.
Oh my god.
And pass the turn.
Alright. I will draw for turn. I'll play a swamp for turn. And then I'm going to tap 2 white. I'm going to cast Liquimetal Torque. So I can tap it for colorless, or I can tap it and make target non-land permanent and artifact in addition to its other types. And then I'm going to tap 3. And I'm going to cast the companion cost for Luris. So I can basically take it from my sideboard and put it into my hand.
Okay.
And then I will pass the turn.
So I'll draw. I will place an island. Island is nuts in your face.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I'll tap all. And enchant AJ with Cursive Echoes.
Alright. You wanna... Is there a way you can flip that, like, horizontally? Alright, and then what does it do? Whenever enchanted player casts an instant or sorcery, each other player may copy that spell and may choose new targets for the copy.
Oh my god.
Alright.
And
That's an interesting card. Alrighty.
That
Untap.
may or may not throw a wrench in my plans. I will not say if it does or not, though.
I'll play an Overgrown Farmland. That does not enter tap because I control 2 other lands.
Right.
And I'll tap all to play Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia.
It's a good card.
He's a cool card. And that is all I can do. I'll just pass the turn.
Alright. Draw for turn.
Right.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and play a Mana Crypt. I'm gonna cast Douthie Voidwalker. This creature can block or be blocked by only creatures with Shadow. And then it also has, if a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it, instead exile it with a void counter on it. And I can tap and sacrifice it and choose an exiled card an opponent controls with a void counter on it and play it without paying its mana cost.
That's a good card.
So basically, whenever a card hits your graveyard, it instead goes into exile with a counter on it, and then I can sacrifice this and cast
And
your
steal it
shit
for
Yeah.
free. Yeah.
Cringe.
I'm gonna tap a white and a colorless. I'm gonna cast Suture Priest.
Oh my god.
Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may gain 1 life, and then whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, you may have that player lose 1 life. I'm going to pass the turn.
So I'll draw, place a plains. I'm gonna tap 1 island, 1 plains, and Soul Ring to play this. I'm just gonna line it all up.
That is going to trigger my Suture Priest, so I'm gonna have you lose 1 life.
Wow, you're cringe, dude.
Sorry. Except I'm not.
You're cringe.
Nope.
I mean, I did enchant you, so
Yeah.
last turn.
So tap, add
Alright.
colorless, spend this mana only to cast artifacts or
Yeah.
activate abilities of artifacts.
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna play Mountain and tap out, including Gwenna, to add 2. Doesn't really matter what color. To cast Bellowing Aegisaur. It's a 3/5 with Enrage. Whenever it's dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control.
Dinosaur.
Is a dinosaur. And I'll pass the
And
turn.
that's also going to trigger my Suture Priest, so I'll have you lose 1 life.
Okay. And yeah, that'll be my turn.
Yeah.
Alright. I will draw for turn. I'm going to tap a blue and a black, or a blue and a black, a white and a black. And I'm going to cast Priest of Fell Rites.
Oh my god.
So it's a 2/2, and I can tap it and pay 3 life, and sacrifice Priest of Fell Rites. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery.
That is
has
a really good card.
And it has Unearth for 3 white and black. So basically, I can pay the Unearth cost, which in this case is 5 mana, to bring it back from my graveyard, and it gets haste, but I sacrifice it at the end of my turn. I will cast Luris of the Dream Den. It's a 3/2 with lifelink, and once during each of your turns, you may cast a permanent spell with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard. I'm going to tap the Mana Crypt. Speaking of which, I need to do my Mana Crypt trigger. I will spend 1 colorless and bring Wayfarer's Bauble back out onto the battlefield. And then I'm going to roll a dice on Moxfield because I forgot about my Mana Crypt upkeep trigger.
It's a coin.
Okay, I will flip a coin. Does it say... heads I'm safe, tails I take damage. I flip tails. Alright, so I take 3 damage, down to 39. I think that is all I'm gonna do. I will pass the turn.
Okay. I will place an island. Tap all of these to play this. My little mind breaker today.
When that enters the battlefield, I will have Suture Priest deal 1 damage to you.
Because you're cringe.
Yes, sir.
Ryan, suggestion: don't attack AJ with that.
Because I can cast stuff out of my graveyard.
He gets immense value. That's actually, oh my god. Don't attack anyone with that when Dauthi Voidwalker is out.
Yeah, because I can sacrifice it and cast shit out of your guys' graveyards.
Eh.
Actually, I think the way Dauthi reads is... Oh, it's opponent, so... Yeah, don't swing it. You can't really swing at Michael, and you shouldn't really swing at me.
Well, I can swing at whoever I want. I pass my turn.
Yeah,
I mean,
and generate
you
value
can,
for
not saying it's a
AJ
good
no matter what.
Not saying it's a good idea,
For the
but...
content.
No. Alright.
I'm not here to win the game. I'm here for a good time.
Untap.
That's fair. This deck is not super good. I just like what it does.
Yeah, but you're a cringe nanny, baby. You use decks you don't actually own.
I mean, I could use a deck I own. It'd be like 10 times as powerful, but...
I'm gonna play another forest. Tap. Whoops.
You're gonna Gwenna.
I'm gonna Gwenna. I'm gonna tap that as well.
Gonna Gwenna Gaia.
And then tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands. These 2 creatures will convoke Ancient Imperiosaur.
I'm gonna have Suture Priest deal 1 damage to you.
Okay. And then I'll do that real quick. And when it enters the battlefield, it will enter with 4 +1/+1 counters because 2 creatures convoked it.
Yeah.
And then also Gwenna will trigger when I cast my Ancient Imperiosaur. I put a +1/+1 counter on Gwenna.
And untap it.
And untap her. I'm gonna tap Gwenna. And I'm gonna cast Galta Primal Hunger for 2 mana.
Yeah, I'm the scary one. Suture Priest is gonna deal 1 damage to you.
Galta Primal Hunger. He costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control. So he goes down by 10, and then I tapped Gwenna for the 2 green to cast him, and he's a 12/12 trample,
And you're gonna
and
tap
that will
Gwenna
trigger
and put a
Gwenna.
counter on it.
Put a counter.
Yeah,
She is
Ryan, you
now
should
a
definitely swing
4/5.
your Mind Breaker at Michael.
And Gwenna will untap.
Because since he has to mill
Then-
half his library will just go straight into exile.
Yeah, and then AJ gets a lot of value, so I don't know. I mean, it could be worth.
Also,
but...
take your 1 damage from Galta entering.
Okay,
Did you take the one
Yeah,
before
I'll
that?
do
I
that.
thought you should.
Yeah, I
be
did.
pretty sick.
I did. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold up blocks and pass turn.
Untap, upkeep before my draw. I'm gonna flip a coin.
I got some big boys on the board.
Dummy thickos.
Heads I'm safe. Even tails I take damage. Heads. All right, so I don't take damage.
Turn 5, a 10/10 and a 12/12. Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm gonna play a plains for turn. I'm gonna tap a black and a white, and I'm gonna cast Will the Wise. So whenever he enters or leaves the battlefield, each opponent may investigate. Each opponent who doesn't loses 1 life. You investigate X times, where X is 1 plus the number of opponents who investigated this way. So investigate basically means, do you want to make a clue token?
I will make a clue token. So,
Alright.
hang on.
Ryan, do you want to make a clue token?
And
No.
can I?
Alright, so take your 1 damage. And then I will go ahead and make 2 clue tokens. Tap 2. I'm going to sacrifice Wayfarer's Bauble. And I'm going to go search for a swamp. Swamp hits the battlefield. Tap. I'm going to play Zoloport Cutthroat. Whenever it or another creature I control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life. That's going to trigger Suture Priest. So I will gain 1 life. Nope. There we go. So I'm at 41. And then I'm going to tap my Mana Crypt, sacrifice a clue token, and draw a card. And I will pass the turn.
Alright, so first, I'll tap a Plains, Soul Ring, and an Island, and play Tiller of Flesh. It's 2/4. Whenever you cast a spell that targets 1 or more permanents, incubate 2. Then I'll tap the rest to play Bumblebee. It's not Goldbug,
Yeah.
it's Bumblebee.
But the card says Gold
I
Bug.
don't care, it's Bumblebee.
What the hell?
but it says
I
gold
clicked
bug.
on it and it gave me planes. Oh, there we go.
Then I'm gonna swing Mind Breaker at AJ.
Are you sure you want to do
I'm
that?
sure I want to do that.
Okay, so it's on the attack trigger, so I mill half of my library.
Half of your library round up if you end up with a 0.5.
I do, so 40, 41 and 42, so I would mill 42.
Yeah, so if you have, what is it? You probably have 83, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, you would be milling 42.
okay. Mill 42 cards. Now 43 cards in my graveyard.
And still the 6/4 that you gotta.
Right. I'm gonna block with Will. Does it have trample or anything?
No.
Yeah, I'll block with Will then. Yeah, he will die. I will put him.
Good,
Where do
I
I
hate
want
that kid. So annoying.
Whenever he leaves, you guys have the option to investigate.
Which I will.
I won't.
Also, I'll add another one.
Alright, and then Ryan will take 1. I will make
I have
2
two.
more. So I'm up to 3. And then Zilliport Cutthroat's gonna trigger. Since I had a creature die, you guys are gonna lose 1 and I'll gain 1. Oh, Ryan, you should have taken 2 damage from Suture Priest because you had 2 creatures enter.
Well, now you tell me.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'll play Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth per turn.
Everybody's got forests.
So yeah, everyone's got green now. Doesn't help you, but all your
Really?
lands are forests. Play Herald's Horn.
What are you
enters the
choosing?
battlefield. Oh, humans! No.
Alright,
Dinos.
confirmed humans. Nope.
I know.
Nope, you
Yeah,
already
no,
said humans.
no.
you,
humans.
you guys suck.
No, humans.
Yep, humans.
Dinos.
Humans.
Fine.
spells.
No, dude,
Dinosaur
humans,
spells.
because I have gold bugs, so humans.
That makes no sense.
Oh, it does though.
No, cause I make my spells cheaper.
No. You're not allowed.
So, anyways.
I'm gonna cut everything you do out of this video. It's just gonna be a game between me and AJ.
Go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Go to combat.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing my Aegisaur at Ryan, and my Imperiosaur and Galta at AJ.
What the fuck, man? That's so
I
mean.
understand
I get
you-
half my
I
library build, and now I'm
understand
getting swung at for 22 damage.
I understand that, but I don't know how that deck performs, because you probably want
how
shit
about-
in your graveyard.
How about fuck your life, Bing Bong? I'm going to tap Priest of Fell Rights and pay 3 life and sacrifice it, and I'm going to bring back. Where is it? Selfless Spirit. So it's a 2/1 flyer, and I can sacrifice the Selfless Spirit, and creatures I control gain indestructible until end of turn.
Okay.
That's going to trigger Suture Priest for entering, so I will gain 1 life. And then I'm going to sacrifice the Selfless Spirit, and then that's going to be 2 triggers from Zilliport Cutthroat, so you guys are going to take 2, and I'll gain 2. And then all my creatures have indestructible, so I'm just going to put all my blocks damage on your 10/10, Michael. So that's 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6, and then 6, 7, 8.
So you'll be taking
So-
16.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Michael,
so you'll take
and then
that,
so he'll
and
take
then you
16,
block.
And mine is with Tiller, so we'll push.
Okay. And then when my Aegisaur is dealt damage, I'm gonna put a +1/+1 counter on my other creatures. Yeah, they're big. I got big dinos.
How big a boy are
Yeah, they are big dinos.
11. There. One is an 11/11
No, I can read it.
trample.
It's
Or
just a
okay.
joke.
But you can read their power and toughness as well
Yeah.
with the counters.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we can see your screen, Michael. We can see your spell table. We can see how big they are.
Oh, ha!
Damn, it's
Shut up.
it's almost like you forgot we're recording a video right now.
It's almost like
shit,
we don't
I'm
know
like-
what we're doing.
Like and subscribe.
Yes. I'll put that at the beginning, and so it's not gonna make any sense.
Yeah, it'll just be very out of context.
Tap my Sundown Pass for a red and cast Vandal Blast on the Teresian Mindbreaker. Breaker.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah blah blah. It benefits the whole board. Oh shit, and that goes to exile with a void.
Dude, you messed up.
Yup.
You messed up.
Yup. Alright, well, on your end step, I'm going to tap Douthie Voidwalker, sacrifice it, and I'm going to make a copy of the Mindbreaker. Well, not make a copy of it, I'm going to straight up cast it.
T-E-R-I-S-I-A-N
Unfortunately,
space Mindbreaker.
I have to go eat dinner. I don't know how long that'll take, so I'll just try to
Do
hurry
you
up.
just want to pause the recording?
Yeah, do that. That would help.
Alright, well, cut to commercial break. Okay, so
I
I'm
can
going
help.
to untap and draw.
The timer never ended, so it's been 32 minutes between your turn and eating.
So I'm going to tap 2 from my... Oh, speaking of Mana Crypt, before I do anything, I need to roll.
Flip
Or
a coin,
flip,
my
rather.
friend.
Yeah, I need to flip my coin.
Gotta go flip
Alright.
the coin.
Heads, I'm safe. Tails, I take damage. Alright, heads.
On your head.
You guys can see the coin flip, right?
Nope.
Oh, alright. Well. Just, like, have a coin on screen, and then whatever I say,
No, we're
like,
just trusting
actually
you,
it
bro.
lands on. Okay.
You're
Sure.
just trusting you.
So I draw for turn. I'm going to tap 2 from the Mana Crypt, and I'm going to cast... I'm going to cast Altar of Dementia out of my graveyard.
Oh no!
So, yeah. And then I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to 8, 9, 10. So X is going to be 8. I'm going to cast Return to the Ranks, and it has Convoke, so that's how I tap my creatures for it.
Uh-huh.
Return X target creature cards
Oh.
with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And because I do have that enchantment curse, you guys do get to make a copy of it, but you guys don't have any targets in your graveyard.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get back 8 creatures from my graveyard to the battlefield.
Nah, this is worth, bro. This is worth the content.
I'm going to bring back Dauthi Voidwalker, Selfless Spirit, Priest of Fellrights, Archivist of Ogma, Alas Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim,
Fuck me.
I regret nothing.
Blood Artist, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to bring back Spirited Companion, and I'm going to bring back General's
Stack all these
Enforcer.
Creatures and win. Oh my god.
So they're all going to enter at the same time, so Alas Ilkor is going to see all of them enter the battlefield. So I'm going to get, and that says, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. So I'm going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm also going to gain 8 from Suture Priest, so I'm going to gain 16 life. And then there's going to be
You probably should have attacked me, Ryan.
Nah. I regret nothing.
So I'm just checking to see if there's any other ETB triggers. I think it's just Spirited Companion. When it enters the battlefield, I'll draw a card.
I regret nothing.
And then Return to the Ranks will go to the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, just making sure I have 8 creatures. Trying to make room. Okay.
Wait.
So
Let's try to make work.
I'm going to go to combat. Michael, I'm going to swing my Mindbreaker at you. So on the attack trigger, you're going to mill half your library, round it up.
You're
Wait,
attacking
are
me?
those exiled
Yes, I'm
too?
attacking that. Yeah, that's why you milled half your library, because I'm attacking you.
Yeah, okay. Fuck.
Oh yeah, all those cards are exiled, by the way, because of Dauthi Voidwalker.
I think you can click your graveyard and move all to. Yeah, you can move all to exile.
A lot of exile.
So just this card is attacking you.
No blocks.
All right. In response to no blocks, I'm going to sacrifice the token to Altar of Dementia. So you're going to mill 6 more cards,
Meaning put more into the graveyard.
and then
The
that's going to
exile.
trigger. That's going to trigger. Zolaport Cutthroat, Blood Artist, and Alas Ilkor. So you guys are going to lose 2. I'm going to gain 2, and then someone else is going to take 1 damage, and I will gain 1 more. Michael, I'm going to have you take 1 extra damage. So Michael's
Okay.
taking 3, Ryan's taking 2, and then I'm gaining 3 life. I think I'm going to pass the turn.
Lit. Oh, now
got it.
you want to give me this? Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Damn it.
So yeah, pretty good turn.
That's kind of cringe, bro. The fact that I got that card now is mega cringe, Nene, baby.
That is not
should cast it.
good.
I can't.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. I legitimately can't do anything.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
it's
I'm gonna
pretty
take
neat.
a lot of damage from this, but it's okay. Play a Bountiful Promenade, enters untapped, and I'm gonna cast Gishath. The big boy
Alright.
is finally out. He's a 7/6 trample, vigilance, haste, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library. Put that many cards from the top of your library. Whoops, sorry. Put any number of dinosaur creature cards from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom of my library. Oh yeah.
you also- yeah.
Gwenna will
Mhm.
untap because Gishath, and she gets another counter. Oh my god. Yeah, like whatever I do to your board, you're just gonna have a response to it.
Mhm.
So I think I should just go all out, and I'm gonna swing out at you.
Okay. All right. Well,
And
they
Gwen
do
as
say
well.
math is for blockers. So I have a total of. Oh wow, you're swinging everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to sacrifice Selfless Spirit to give all my creatures indestructible. And I'm going to block Gishath with 2, 5. Oh wait, Dauthi can't block. Lazo Cord 2, 5, 6. 7. So I'm gonna block Gishath with these 3. Nope. These 3 creatures.
Okay.
So no damage gets through on that. I will block those separately, and then I'll put my Archivist in front of Galta.
Okay.
Did
So
Gishath
no,
end up a trade?
no, because General's Enforcer is a 2/3. Priest of Felrights is a 2/2. So
No,
it's a
that'll
total of
kill him.
6
Oh,
damage.
that's
Oh,
a
it will.
trade. Yeah, that's a trade.
I thought it was a 7/8.
No, 7/6.
Gotcha. Okay. So, well, it's not a trade because they have indestructible, so they will live.
Yeah.
So just Gishath dies, and then Gwen is getting blocked. The 3/5 is getting blocked, and then 2 damage from Galta is getting blocked. So I will take 21,
21.
22. I'll take 22.
Big 22. Okay. And then
So I
when
go down
bellowing
to
Aegisaur
33.
is dealt damage from the block, I'm gonna put a +1/+1 counter on all of my creatures. Does Gishath survive that?
That's on damage, so no.
Okay, so yeah, that's end of combat, and then tap 2, sack a clue. I can just throw that in my graveyard because that's how it works, and then draw a card. Oh, nice. Huh. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. I will untap and draw for turn. That is a pretty decent draw. Oh, an upkeep trigger. I roll or I flip for Mana Crypt. I keep saying roll because I normally don't flip a coin for it. You know the deal. Heads I'm safe. Tails I take damage. Okay, tails. So I'll take 3. I'll tap Douthie and I'll make another copy of the Mindbreaker. So that's going to trigger a Lasil Core and a Suture Priest. So I will gain 2 life.
And then does Douthie die so you get death triggers as well?
Yes, because I sacrificed Douthie. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 death triggers? No. Yes, 3 death triggers. So you guys, Michael, you're going to take 3, Ryan, you're going to take 2, and then I'll gain 3 life. Let's tap Priest of Felrights and sacrifice it. So then I'll take 3 damage. So you guys are basically, Michael, you're going to lose 3, Ryan, you're going to lose 2, and I will net even. And I will sacrifice Priest of Felrights to bring back, I'll bring back Selfless Spirit. And then I will tap 1 black and cast Dark Ritual. So I'll add 3 black to my mana pool.
No.
And then I'm going to spend...
What is that? Is that sorcery?
It's an instant.
A tap 2... God damn. A tap 2 and use negate.
Okay. I'll tap 2 black. And I'll cast... Oh, where did... Oh, fuck. I accidentally put all the cards in my graveyard into my library.
Oh, fuck.
Bro!
Okay, no,
Is there an
wait.
undo button? Is there an undo button?
Hopefully. So, brought back Selfless Spirit. I tap 2 black, and I'm going to bring back Douthie Voidwalker. I'm going to tap Mana Crypt. And I'm going to play Skull Clamp. I'm going to use the 1 mana floating from Skull Clamp to sacrifice Spirited Companion. So I will draw 2 cards, and then you guys... Ryan's going to take 2, Michael's going to take 3, and then I'll gain 3. So I'm going to tap 4. I'm going to cast Deep Gnome Terramancer and Bounty Agent. Bounty Agent's a 2/2 with Vigilance, and I can tap and sacrifice it. Destroy target legendary permanent that's an artifact, creature, or enchantment. And then Deep Gnome Terramancer, it's a 2/2 with Flash, and whenever 1 or more lands enter the battlefield under an opponent's control without being played, I search my library for a plains and put it on the battlefield tapped. But I only do it once each turn. And then I'm going to sacrifice Archivist of Ogma to Altar of Dementia. So that's going to trigger these 3. So Ryan, you're going to take 2. Michael, you're going to take 3. And then I will gain 3. And then I'm going to sacrifice... Oh, I also gained 2 from Suture Priest. Missing a lot of triggers this game. I'm gonna sacrifice 2, yeah. I'm gonna sacrifice Suture Priest, so you guys are gonna take 2 and 3 more respectively, and then I'll gain 3. I'm gonna sacrifice Deep Gnome Terramancer and do it again. 2, 3, and 3. I'm going to sacrifice Bounty Agent and do it again. I'm gonna sacrifice General's Enforcer and do it again. I'm gonna sacrifice Selfless Spirit and do it again. I'm gonna
This
sacrifice
is so stupid.
Douthy Voidwalker and do it again.
That's aristocrat decks. Sit back, relax, enjoy your creatures and other creatures dying, and gaining a ton of life and value from it.
And then I'm gonna switch it around this time. Actually, Zolaport can attack this turn. And Michael's completely open. I also have... How many creatures did I sacrifice to altar? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh shit.
So it's equal
Ryan
to
might get milled out.
their...
Oh no, it's not a lot of power
creature's
though.
power. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 Altar of Dementia triggers. So 3, 5, 7.
And you
9.
just sacrificed the Voidwalker, so most of those will go into exile,
So Ryan, you're gonna mill 13 cards.
which all go into exile because of Voidwalker.
Yeah. Well,
Except for the last two?
Except for the last. Yeah, except for the last
Three.
3. And then I'm gonna go to combat. Michael, I'm gonna swing at you with a 1/1.
No.
And then Ryan, I'm gonna swing at you with the Mind Breaker.
No.
So you're gonna mill half your library, round it up.
Jesus.
Alright, hang on. Let me move these out the
I
way. So I
died.
don't accidentally milled these in my exile.
I died.
So
You
that's
did die. Get shit on, nerd.
36. I'll block with Tiller and Bumblebee, so then the thing will die and Tiller will die.
Okay, so before damage, I'm going to sacrifice the token to Altar of Dementia, and I'm gonna make you mill 6 more cards. That just go into your graveyard. They don't go into exile. And your Mind Breaker goes back into your graveyard.
And then back in exile or no?
No, because Douthy is not on the field. And then I will pass the turn.
Oh great,
Yeah.
dude, I got a planes.
Bro, you have not gotten a single red source this game.
I know, dude, it's so stupid.
How many do you have?
That's what-
The same amount as my other lands, bro.
That's what you get for keeping the Soul Ring hand.
It's
That's what you get.
It's El Stupido.
That's what you get.
You know what? This is what I think. I tap 3 to unearth Mindbreaker, and then swing him at you. And
Okay. I'll mill
yeah.
half my library on the attack trigger.
Yeah, do that.
So I'll mill 18 cards.
How many do you have in your library?
36. So I'll mill 18. You're just giving me more ammunition.
And
Yeah.
I'll take 6 damage.
now my turn's over.
Pretty much dead on board. Yo, AJ, you should mill yourself out.
Yeah, bro. I should do that.
Nah. Alright, untap. I will flip a coin. Same dealio. Heads I'm safe. Tails I take damage. Tails. Alright, I take 3. I'm going to play a swamp for turn. I'm gonna tap a black. I'm gonna cast Reanimate. Put target creature card from a graveyard into play under your control. You lose life equal to that creature's converted mana cost. I'm going to bring back Archfiend's Vessel.
Hang on.
So-
What's
Okay.
your coolest thing you got in there, bro?
Well, I mean, I'm targeting Archfiend's Vessel.
Yeah, but like, what's the coolest thing you got so I can copy it?
Do you want me to list all my creatures? Or at least put them on the field for you to scan?
They're not big creatures. They're just value creatures, pretty much.
they're all
Yeah,
tiny
they're not.
boys.
Nothing in this deck is big because everything is 2 mana or less.
Okay, then I'm gonna give myself Jetfire.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm copying your spell, bro.
Oh,
Oh,
reanimate.
right, because of the enchantment. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I lose 3 life.
Okay. And then I'll get back Archfiend's Vessel. So
Then you
when...
lose 1.
Yes, I lose 1. Meh.
Your casting cost. Wait a minute. I lose 2 more.
So then, when Archfiend's Vessel enters the battlefield, if it entered from your graveyard or you cast it from your graveyard, exile it. If you do, create a 5/5 Black Demon creature token with flying. So I'll exile Archfiend's Vessel, and I'll make a 5/5 token.
It's just more sacrifices.
So then that's going to be 3 death triggers. So Ryan, you're going to take 3, and I will gain 3. I can just win by sacrificing my creatures. So I'll sacrifice Luris, and you'll take 3, and I'll gain 3. And then I'll do the same thing with the demon token. So then you'll lose 3, I'll gain 3. And then I will sacrifice Zilliport Cutthroat and do it again, so you'll lose 3 and I'll gain 3. And then I will sacrifice Blood Artist, so you will lose 2 and I will gain 2. Then I win the game.
No, you
Poggers.
don't.
Like and subscribe.